Today I'm going to talk on parts and parts catalog in Oracle Field Service, how it is being used and what is the importance of parts and parts catalog. So activity is created in Oracle Field Service. Suppose an activity is created in Oracle Field Service, activity will created for a site. Suppose there is a bank SBI and its ATM is not working. So bank will call and an activity is created for ATM to fix the ATM. Now there is a technician. So activity is assigned to the technician. Once the activity is assigned to the technician, technician will visit to the site. He will fix the problem. After the problem is fixed, he will do the debriefing. So Oracle Field Service already provide debriefing plugin, debrief plugin. So we can use that debrief plugin for debriefing. So in debriefing, what he will do, he will create all the expenses. Suppose he visited to the site and there he find that there is a labor work, there is a wire cut, lots of work is there. So definitely expense will be there. So he will create a debriefing for expense like I have spent $450. He will create a labor records, what exactly he has done and all. There is a chance that he will change some equipments on the ATM. Suppose camera is not working, so he has replaced the camera. So he will debrief in the debriefing. He will add used part. So he will add the camera. Suppose it's a camera 01. So parts is required for debriefing. Suppose he has used multiple parts while fixing the ATM. So he will add everything in the debriefing. And after that, he will take the sign from the customer and submit. So technician will do the debriefing. He will add the expenses, labor, use part, everything he will add. Whatever he has done on the site, he will take the sign from customer and then he will submit. The activity is completed now. So activity is complete now. There is another chance that activity is incomplete because technician don't have required equipment. So he may close the activity with incomplete status. That is also possible. So activity is completed with incomplete reason. So he will add incomplete. If activity is incompleted. So suppose incomplete reason is he has ordered the part order. So he has created a part order record in Oracle Field Service. So it will go to the company ERP system, manufacturing plant and all. And part will be sent to the technician. And then again, a follow-up activity will be created and he will again go to the ATM and complete the task. So here you can see the part is there. If he don't have information of all the parts, then he would not be able to work on an activity. So, and parts will be in ERP system. So we need to load the part in Oracle Field Service. Then only it will be available to the technician. Technician would be able to search and edit or search and order. So there are two plugins. One is debrief. So while debriefing, he need to add all the part that has been used. And another is part order. So he has sent detail that I need this part because this part is not available with me and this part is required. So he will send this integration and this information will go to the ERP. Then company will do the courier to technician. Then only he would be able to fix the problem. So we need all the information of parts. So we need to load the parts in OFSC. So OFSC has given API to load parts. So first API is to create catalog. And second API is to add items, parts in catalog. So first we have to create the catalog and then we can add item in the catalog. So here you can see this is a URL to create the catalog. So I'm creating a catalog, demo catalog, and I've given the detail like catalog name and field schema. It means the part will have this much properties. So we can add our custom properties also. So every part, every item will have these properties. And we can also add the type schema, but it is not a required inventory type that we defined in Oracle Field Service. But that is not required. So catalog creation required the name and field schema. Another very important thing is language. If I'll make it language like in English, then it will be available only for the English preference user. Suppose this is my Oracle Field Service. So here I have the language English, but if I have selected some other language, then those catalogs will not be available. So whenever you create a catalog, you can add catalog language specific or you can add catalog for all. So here we can give all. Now it will be available for all the languages, English, Spanish, whatever you have, it will be available for all. So I'll not create a catalog for English only because suppose I have multi-language Oracle Field Service implementation. Suppose I have user in Canada, France, in multiple countries. So I will not go for English, I will go for all because it will support for all the languages. So always remember that whenever you load a catalog or category, you always use all. So this will create a catalog. So here if you go in Oracle Field Service, if you go to parts catalog, so they have given a default, but I want to create my own catalog. So I will posit, I will invoke this API and I've already given the details. Send 204 catalog is created. So I'll refresh it. And here you can see catalog is created. Next is to load the items in this catalog. So we have another API. It's the same, only we have to add the item. And then we have to give the type like parts and we have to give the values of those property that I have defined in parts level when I was creating the catalog. So when I was creating the catalog, I think this one. So here you can see I have given property, part ID, vendor, description, price. So same I will add part ID, value, vendor, its value, description, its value, price, its value. So it will add a item to this catalog. So if I have 10,000 products or parts, then we have to run this API for 10,000 parts. So generally we create a script that reads the part information from CSV and invoke this API with payload, and it load data to the Oracle Field Service in the Oracle Field Service. So camera 01, I've created one item camera 01. Its ID is this, vendor and all. When I'll hit this, this will be added to this catalog. So here it is saying catalog not found, but I have already created the catalog demo CZ. So here you can see I've selected for all, but when I'm creating the item, I have selected EN, so I'll make it all. Now it will be available for all languages for all the users. I'll hit. So 204 item is created under the catalog. Now I'll go and check here. So now it is, so here you can see it is not reflecting because it takes 30 minutes to load parts and parts in offline, because catalog works in offline mode also. So if you are using offline mobile application of Oracle Field Service, part search will work. When a technician will add used part, he will first search the part and then he will add it. So search part works in offline mode also. So it will take around 30 minutes to reflect. So here you can see the catalog is created, demoed CZ, and parts are loaded. Usually it takes 30 minutes, but it totally depends upon environment. It may take more than 30 minutes as well. So I have created demo CZ using API. I have loaded the parts, and here you can see I have created one more catalog, but it is only for English language because I have selected EN. So it is saying that with English language configured. So it will be available for English language. All the items for this catalog will be available only if user has selected language preference as English. Otherwise, it will not be available. But this demo CZ is for all. So all the parts that is part of demo CZ will be available to all the users. So I have created a catalog demo CZ, and I have uploaded a number of items under this. Item 2. These are parts. So we can upload these items using API only. We cannot upload through the UI. We need to use only API. And this demo CZ catalog support all the languages. So it will available to every user. So if user has English, Spanish, or any French Canada, any language, these items will be available. When he will search, he will get the items. But if I have language like EN, when I'm creating a catalog and I have selected language EN, then it will be available only for English languages users. So item 3 will not be available for Spanish. It will be available only for English language. One more thing is here, we can assign user type to the catalog. Suppose I have several user type and I want to assign this to some other user, like here you can see assign to user type. So visibility is controlled by as a user type. So I'll go and I'll select technician, assign. So now this catalog is assigned to the technician user type. Only technician would be able to access these parts. Same way we can assign this to manager or some other user. We control the visibility using user type. Recently, we face a problem related to catalog category. So I would like to discuss that problem. We have a catalog in English in production environment. It has 65,000 parts. So it takes time to load 65,000 parts in Oracle Field Service because we have to invoke API 65,000 parts, and it will take around 7 to 8 hours to load all the items in production. Now customer want this catalog should be available for all languages, but we have uploaded for English languages in past, so it is not possible. And we cannot delete it because if we delete it, it will again take 7 to 8 hours to load a new catalog, and then it will be available in the environment. So client is not ready for 7 to 8 hours downtime. So what we can do, we have created new catalog for all languages, and we have uploaded all the parts here, and then we have user type. So we remove the user type from here and add it for this catalog. So now user would not be able to see this catalog because we have removed the visibility, and now user would be able to see only this. So there no downtime is required, and later we can delete this catalog. So if you have any problem with catalog, then create new catalog. Once the catalog is loaded, you can assign the user type to the newly created catalog and delete the previous catalog. So here you can see catalog is created and two part is loaded. And here you can see parts in offline. So we can control if we don't want that part in offline mode. Suppose I have lots of parts. So its size will be huge. And if we are saving it in offline, then definitely it may create problem. So we can set a parameter when we create a part. As per documentation, when we create a item under the catalog, we can give the weight integer. So if weight will be 0, then it will not be cached for the offline usage. So if you don't want offline access or offline availability, then you can set the weight parameter as a 0. So if we'll provide weight as 0, then this item will not be available in offline mode. Item is created. It will take time to reflect. So it will take time. So total part is 2 and both is available in offline mode. But I've created the third part that will not be available in offline mode because I have given weight as a 0. Now I'm going to show how the part search works. So this is a debrief plugin, a standard plugin that I have installed for technician login. So I'll go to return part. See, while doing the debriefing, technician can add labor, expense, add parts, return parts. So I'll hit the return parts. And here, if I'll search for the camera, because I've added the camera. So here it is showing camera 2, camera 1. It will call a procedure, search item, search part. Search part will search in cache and an online mode both, and it will return the result data. And here you can see two item found. Camera 1, its detail, field detail is there. We can also add image while loading items in catalog. inventory type, item ID. So user would be able to select camera 2 or camera 1, and he can add the serial number and everything and submit. I have added a camera on the ATM site, and its serial number is 5696. Submit. So here you can see, while doing the debriefing, it has created a return part. Return part. Same way we can add parts. So every time technician has to search the part, and then only he would be able to add it in debriefing or part order. So this is all about how catalog and parts item works. Thank you.